Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mitali Gupta from Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Management Studies and Research. For today's lecture, topic is quartile deviation. In this lecture, we will study calculation of quartile deviation for individual, discrete and continuous series. Learning objective of this lecture is to calculate quartile deviation for individual, discrete and continuous series. So, quartile deviation. What is quartile deviation? Quartile deviation is one of the measure of dispersion. Measure of dispersion I have discussed in my previous video. Measures of what is dispersion? Dispersion is the scatteredness of the data, and measures of dispersion are used to measure the scatteredness or the spreadness of the data from its central value. So, quartile deviation can be defined as it is a simple way to estimate the spread of a distribution about a measure of its central tendency, usually the mean. Then what is quartile? Quartile is same as median. As median divides the data set into two equal parts, and quartile divides the data into four equal parts. As we can see the definition of quartile, a median divides a given data set into two equal halves. Similarly, the quartiles are used to divide a given data set into four equal halves. Therefore, logically there should be three quartile for a given distribution, but the second quartile is equal to the median itself. First quartile is denoted by Q1, second quartile is denoted by Q2, that is median, and third quartile is denoted by Q3. As you can see in the pictures, first and the third quartile. The first quartile, or it is also called as lower quartile. Lower quartile is the 25 percentile and it is denoted by Q1. Similarly, the third quartile, that is also called as upper quartile, which is 75 percentile and denoted by Q3. You can see in the pictures, interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. If you calculate Q3 minus Q1, that is called as interquartile range. The second quartile is also known as median. What are the advantages of quartile deviation? Quartile deviation is easy to calculate numerically. Calculation of quartile deviation involves only the first and the third quartiles. It can be used safely as a suitable measure of dispersion at all the situations. It remains unaffected from the extreme values of the variable, same as the median. It can be calculated readily from frequency distribution with the open end classes. Quartile deviation at least is a better measure of dispersion compared to range, because in range we can measure the distance from the largest value to the smallest value, but in quartile deviation we can find out the deviation of the data from its mean value. There are some disadvantages as well, like quartile deviation as a measure of dispersion is not much popularly described by statisticians, and it is used only in rare cases. Formula quartile deviation. The formula for quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. That means the upper quartile minus lower quartile divided by 2. And how to find coefficient of quartile deviation? To find out the coefficient of quartile deviation, we will apply another formula, that is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Now we will see the problem. The first problem we will take from individual series. Calculate the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation from the following data. The data is given like 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Data is already in ascending order, so there is no need to rearrange the data, but if data is not in order, so first you have to arrange it either in ascending or in descending order like median. So, the number of observation here is 7, so value of n is 7. So we'll calculate the first quartile and the third quartile. After that we'll calculate the coefficient of quartile deviation. First quartile, the formula for first quartile is Q1 equals to n plus 1 divided by 4. So value of n is 7 because in this example number of observations are 7. So 7 plus 1 by 4, that is 8 by 4 is equal to 2. To the second number, 2 means it will show the position of the number, not exactly the number. So in the series the second number is 10. As you can see, in the second number is 10. So value of Q1 is 10. So in the same way we can calculate the Q3. The change in the formula is multiplication of 3. So the formula is 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4. So the value will be 6. That means the sixth position value is the third quartile. So we can see that in the sixth position the value is 18. So value of Q3 is 18. Now we will find out quartile deviation. Formula for deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. We will put the values. Value of Q3 is 18, value of Q1 is 10 and divided by 2. So we got the value 4. So quartile deviation is 4. Now it's time to calculate the coefficient of quartile deviation. Formula for coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. We'll put the values in the formula and we got the value 0.28. So 0.28 is the coefficient of quartile deviation. Now next example we will take from the discrete series. Determine the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation from the following grouped data. Grouped data, here the frequencies as well as the data are given. The value of x are 16, 28, 33, 43, 65, 80 and frequencies are 4, 7, 15, 8, 9 and 2. So first we will make a table. In one column we will put the values of x, in another column we will put the values of f, and beside f we will create one more column, that is for the cumulative frequency. In my previous video I have taught you how to calculate cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency can be calculated with the frequency table. Like first frequency will be as it is, that is 4. Now 4 will be added to 7 and generate the next cumulative frequency, that is 11. Now 11 will be added to 15 and generate 26. 26 will be added to 8, generate 34. 34 will be added to 9, generate 43. 43 will be added to 2 and generate 45. So in this way you can calculate cumulative frequency. Now we will calculate the value of Q1 and Q3. The formula for Q1 is same, n plus 1 by 4. We will put the value of n. Here n is not number of observation because frequencies are given. So n is the total of frequency. Total of frequency is 45. So we will put the value 45 plus 1 by 4, that is 46 by 4, 11.50. We will search this value in cumulative frequency table, but it is not there. So we will see the immediate next value of 11.50, that is 26. So in the place of 11.50, so we'll select the nearby value, that is 11. So the value of Q1 is 28. So to calculate the Q3 we'll put the another formula, that is 3 into n plus 1 by 4. So 3 into 46 by 4, that is 30.550. So we'll find the value nearby 34.50, that is 43. So we can take the value of 43, that is